nut-free and healthier Rice Krispie treats. Because some days you don't want all the marshmallows or all the sugar in your kids' lunches. I started off with wow butter and some honey. So I did 1/2 of cup of melted honey, and then I initially started with 1/2 a cup of wow butter. If your kid's school is not nut-free, go nuts and use peanut butter. That's not even a good joke because peanuts are not nuts. But anyways, I used wow butter because we can't use peanuts. A little dash of vanilla. And then I also went in with 4 cups of Rice Krispies. I started mixing that up, and right away I could tell it was gonna be a little bit dry. But I added the chocolate chips to see how it would look, and I ended up going in with another 1/4 cup of wow butter to try to hold it together a little more. This helped, but it was still a little bit crumbly, but I thought I would give it a try and put it into the parchment paper lined baking sheet and put it in the fridge to see how it would work out. So one of the tricks to try to keep Rice Krispie squares together that don't have marshmallows that essentially act like glue is to press them in really hard. So I pressed them in really hard into this parchment paper lined baking sheet, and then I initially put them into the fridge for a few hours. But I ended up having to put them in the freezer. So after a few hours in the fridge, this is before I put it in the freezer, I took them out and cut them up, and they were cutting pretty well. I could tell they were going to be a little bit crumbly, and that is why I ended up putting them in the freezer. And then I did some research about this, and when you put honey in the freezer, it actually makes it more brittle. So next time I'm going to be trying a different variation of this, but I had to give it a try, and honestly, they were so good, and like so good. And the kids devoured them. My husband really liked them. I ended up putting them in the kids' lunch boxes, and they also ended up having them as snacks. They went within like 2 days, I would say. So I will be making another variation of these to try to hold them together a bit more. But they were delicious. Subscribe for more mom-friendly and kid-friendly recipes that fit real life. Enjoy!